10 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And some strong running. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. Possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that big-time game? It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Justin Lane, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson, flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Intercepted.
Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
49-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
But it's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now they try the right side here. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
That is on the 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's out right at the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
At the 14-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
For the point after.
We don't see... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They go play action here on 1st down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. His throw incomplete. So we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup.
Chargers, nothing.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here we go on 4th down. And back to the line of scrimmage. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so...
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
29-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Second and 6. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up third.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Out across midfield down to the 45. And good for 22 and a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Right back to him on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep.
You got to love it, baby. Give
It's
it, come on.
caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? If you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
L.A. ready race for its next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And now the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Thrown away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff working right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
17.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end. And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down and 4.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Passer, defense.
Don't do that.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Second down and
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, first down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
8-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's get it in.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
So Lamar Jackson and the offense down by 11. A minute 54 on the clock. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes, right side. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown.
Austin.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Seibert set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. KJ Hamler returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch this.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
fumble on the play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He'll buy some. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Let's twist. My 52. It's going to be a long day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Denver, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And